Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I wanted to do a video today about the benefits of journaling. So, I've journaled for a long time in my life. It was a great way when I was younger and didn't have a voice in my family household to kind of express what was going on in school, with my friends, with my parents, and just kind of, put it all on the page. And my parents were, good enough to respect my privacy and to never go into my room and look for that journal. I'm sure if they had, I would have gotten into a lot of trouble. As I grew up, what I used the journal for changed, but it was still very much kind of recording my thoughts, my feelings, what was going on in my life, um, how I felt about certain interactions that had happened, what was going on in my career, those things. And there were multiple benefits at that time, especially when I was very career focused. One was noticing patterns in my interactions with people at work, and who were positive people that were interested in helping me grow and mentor me, and who was very negative, those frenemies, people that, pretend that they want to be your friend, but they actually are secretly rooting for you to fail. And so that was helpful for me to navigate at work. Who do I want to spend my time on and focus and get to know better and network with? And who do I want to avoid and limit contact with? This way, I'm having a more pleasant work day, enjoying my job, and doing the best that I can without someone trying to sabotage me. The other way that journals were beneficial, it was, personal relationships. So again, what types of interactions are you having with your friends? Do you have a friend that whenever you see them, it's all about them? They want to complain about their problems and they never want to talk to you about what's going on in your life? That's someone that's very, self-centered, and maybe you're not getting the most out of that relationship with that friend. There's a saying, and you can look it up on the internet, you are going to model the behavior of the five people that you spend the most time with. So who are those five people? A lot of us spend a lot of time at work and then with our families. But your friends are also going to influence your thoughts and beliefs, and subconsciously, how you see yourself and treat yourself, because a lot of us still look to the outside world for validation. And if you're relying on that friend that you're meeting for a pick me up, and all they want to do is talk about themselves and their problems, and there's never any interaction like, and hey, how are you doing? That's probably not the best way to spend your time. And it's hard sometimes for people to realize, you know, I've known this person since grade school, elementary school, high school, and you've grown apart. And it's okay to say that you've grown apart, and to wish them well, and like, hey, you want to contact me every now and then and catch up, but I'm not going to meet you every week for drinks on Friday after work. Or I don't want to, get regular phone calls from you about, the latest problem that you're having with your family or your boyfriend or your situation at work, because you never asked me about me and how I'm doing. Or it's just someone that always calls just to complain. They never call you when something good happens so that you're celebrating the good times with them, in addition to, experiencing those lows. So when you journal, like I said, you get to see those patterns of what keeps showing up in your life. Now, at some point, you have to look at yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing that attracts some of these odd people that are always demanding time and attention, but they don't want to give anything in return? And journaling can be a very helpful thing that will guide you to maybe what you want to talk to, either with a life coach, which is what I do, or a therapist if you need to kind of go back and delve deeply into stuff that happened in your childhood that maybe was traumatic. The other way that I used my journal and how I use it now is to express gratitude. So I always try to think of at least three things that I'm grateful for. And it varies on the day. I do this when I drive also. Um, I'm not very patient in traffic. And so when I'm sitting at a light, I will often look around and try to find things that I am grateful for. Today, it's very simple. The sun is out. Tennessee gets a lot of rain this time of year, and we had 2 solid days of rain. So the fact that the sun is out and we have a beautiful blue sky, that's something that I'm grateful for. Other days, though, when you're sick and then you suddenly feel better, that's something to feel grateful for. And it's also good if you're journaling to remind yourself, oh wow, this is how horrible I felt when I was sick. I felt like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get better? I wish I was healthy so I could do all these things. When you feel better again, then you have the opportunity to go back and look and remind yourself, yeah, when I was ill and I was hoping to get better, I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. Now that I'm better, I should really go and do X, Y, and Z and hold yourself accountable so that you pursue the dreams and the actions that you want to pursue. So, there are also books out there. If you're not sure where to start with journaling, there are actually books that you can buy online. Barnes and Noble still exists, Amazon, and they will have journaling prompts for each day in case you don't know where to start. Some people will look at a page and they'll be very intimidated and like, I don't know what to write. Or they don't want to write, they want to type it on their computer, but still looking at a blank page, they're not sure what to put there. And really, it's stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind, whatever is on your heart, or what has been sort of plaguing your mind, to get it out there, put it down. If you suffer from depression or anxiety, it's very helpful to journal and get those thoughts that are maybe, attacking your spirit, and put it down on paper and really analyze it and ask yourself, what is real and what is just my mind going to the worst case scenario, and I'm wasting energy worrying about something that might not ever happen. So, those are my tips for the day. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. If you have time, maybe pick up a journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it could be just a plain black and white composition notebook. Remember those from school? And I hope that, some of you will take this to heart and start journaling. Have a great day.